my guys? We are back. This is the Juice Box with episode 188. It has been a minute since I've been here, but I feel no different than I've been. You know, I don't think I've been on a epi since like April, but it just feels like we haven't skipped a beat already. Glad to be here. Very happy to be here. I'm with my boy, as always, Juice Fisherman.
What was in April?
To my right? Easter.
Ah, okay, there it is.
Don't gaslight me. But this is an extra special pod tonight. This is a first time ever. The fearsome foursome of the Nixons is here. We're missing Angie Reese, but that's okay. She's here in spirit. We got Teddy on the table here, Hazy Poo under the table. But most importantly, we have Mr. and Mrs. Jerry and Karen Nixon here. What's up, my guys?
All right.
How are we feeling tonight?
Fabulous.
Speak in the fucking mic, Dad.
Fabulous,
Feel
Dad.
pretty good.
Dad, I love it. I love it. You like
Listen.
you're
I just
leaning
can't
up.
figure this mic
Yeah,
out, but
just
I'll
hold it to your face.
No, just go like this. Just
Yeah.
I always rest it right here
Yeah.
on my little bump, my little baby bump,
Yeah,
and then
that's
you
what
get
I'm
it
gonna do.
get it
Fat
right in your
roll
mouth.
Right there.
You'll
Fat
figure it
roll.
out.
Little fat roll.
Relaxation.
So how was Permanis?
Permanis was very nice. Love to go there. Happy
Beer-
hours are fabulous.
Beers are good.
Beers are good. That's a good point.
Mhm.
The beers are
I had
good.
White Claws.
Pipeline are still there, still assholes.
They were?
Not to me, but they sit at the bar, you know.
Yeah.
Typical
Well,
wheeling.
I
Permanis
didn't
was
pay
great.
one bit of attention
We had a
to that.
great time.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's
But
always
I
fun,
go up to
always
pee
fun.
and I'm like, Jesus Christ, some
What are you
things
gonna
never change around here.
Well, what are you
Well,
gonna
can
do
I just
about
say
it?
one thing before we even continue? Thanks to Gary and Missy for spoiling us all the time.
Shout out.
It's very true.
Shout out.
Shout out.
So
Yeah.
you guys have a very very fun weekend ahead. I'm quite jealous of you both.
Getting spoiled again.
You're getting
Yeah.
spoiled again.
Woo-hoo.
I think the sad part about it all is though is that we got robbed in Morgantown of College Game Day.
Oh, there's no game
Oh, yeah. Where is it?
They're going. Well, I can't hate. They're going to Colorado for.
Oh,
wow.
well.
I'm Prime.
day. Yeah.
I'm liking Prime, so yeah, I can't really hate on that either.
Isn't it kind of funny though how our entire lives, you look at Deion Sanders and you see an absolute legend of the game.
Definitely.
One of the best players of all time, probably the best cornerback of all time, two-way player, only player in the history of sports to play in a Super Bowl and a World Series in the same year. And now that he's a football coach, coming in and trying to change the old school way of coaching, all of a sudden he's a problem.
Why are
What
you
kind
saying
of
he's a
problem?
problem?
People are just hating on him.
Well,
Well,
he's
people
a legend.
suck.
He's
People
going to
are-
be one of the greatest of all time.
People need to shut the fuck up.
I agree.
People are not on the Prime train.
I'm
yeah.
on the Prime train.
I'm on the prime.
Okay, I'm glad we're on agreement here because I am on the Prime
Yes.
train, choo choo, full speed
Yeah.
ahead.
Exactly. You go, Mr. Prime Man.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I just think it's funny how the world works. Just
Yeah.
just because he's not a traditional coach that's like
Hey, he's winning.
exactly.
Traditional didn't get Colorado anywhere since whatever year, 1990 or whatever, the last year they played.
You better
Now
put your
look at
lips
him.
closed.
No, he's good.
No,
So
he's
what,
doing
honey?
good.
Okay.
But but let's be real. Like, yeah, Colorado wasn't anything. Like,
No.
nobody paid attention to Colorado at all.
I didn't even know they were a team.
Well,
Right,
first of
but
all,
really, like,
I knew
yeah,
they were a state. Didn't know they were a
think
team.
how exciting it is for Colorado fans.
right.
Oh,
I mean, they
Lord.
sold the stadium out.
Yeah.
How much money's made there? I mean, it's-
Amazing.
He's already won more games this year than they did last year.
Yeah.
all
That's-
combined.
Incredible.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
for me, I think Colorado being good puts pressure on the Broncos to be good
Boy, yeah.
Oh, true.
because
True.
Boulder and Denver quite close.
Yeah.
And I think bringing that kind of energy, bringing that football energy to a state, I think it only makes Sean Payton and Russell Wilson's job more pressure in a good way. So
Yeah.
I hope Colorado
Mhm.
keeps
Oh, yeah.
winning.
Yeah.
And I'll say I'm stealing this from you, Jake, but I'll just say it on here. How
You
cool!
steal a lot from him.
Yeah, I wanted to
Did
steal
you hear
his-
that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I wanted to steal his face when I
Yeah,
was
you
a
wanted
baby.
a round
Yeah,
face
you
when you
did.
were
You
little.
wanted his face, not
You
yours.
fucking listening, people? I'm the brains of this
did.
goddamn
Hey,
office.
hey.
Yeah.
JT was a youngin', and he said, I
What the
don't like
fuck?
my face. I want Jakey's face. It's round.
That is true.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
true.
that is all very true. I will
Mhm.
not act like it's not, but
Mhm.
look at my face now.
It's beautiful.
That's all
Yeah.
I got to say. But what I was gonna say is, I'm stealing this from Jake.
Yes.
How cool would it be next year? Wait, WVU go? Will they play there?
Well, we don't. they're-
So
we don't
how
Yeah,
know.
we'll
cool?
play
How
there
cool would
one
it be
Hold on.
if
hold on.
WVU plays there on a Saturday and then there's a fucking Broncos
Home
versus
game.
Chiefs home game
Well,
on
I-
a Sunday?
I was even thinking Steelers.
or any
Yeah.
game,
Whoa.
but
Could
any
happen.
team,
Could happen.
any team. But how cool would that be?
Okay.
Really cool.
I did
Really
not
cool.
even know that WVU would play Colorado.
Because they're going to be in the Big 12
next year.
next year.
Whoa.
Quite literally, we could see Deion Sanders coming to Morgantown next
Oh,
year.
yeah.
That is some major shit
I'm
right
prime.
there.
But yeah, I
You
know.
just said Deion Sanders, and they just put him up on the TV.
See,
How weird is that?
That's why I like this arrangement now.
Manifestation.
Okay.
Because we can see TVs now.
Well, speaking of weird shit like that, I swear to God, I was singing the Polar Express theme song today, and I opened up my phone, and a Polar Express TikTok came on. I was like, "Fuck you, technology."
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that wasn't a cool.
That's
Big Brother
not a
knows.
coincidence.
Big
That's
Brother
called
knows.
spying
But
shit.
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's very.
Well, fuck
Yes.
it. Let's transition. Speaking of Big Brother, we're all Big Brother fans.
Love
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Brother.
I don't get to talk about Big Brother
Look
on
at Teddy
here.
Buckets for
Little
a minute,
Teddy
please.
B. I don't get to talk
You're a good
about Big
boy.
Brother on here because
Grammy
nobody
loves
likes
you.
it. Let's give our way too early final two Big
Oh,
Brother
good
predictions.
Okay.
gracious.
Way too early. Way too early. But
Oh, yeah.
just go around the room. JT, you can start.
Okay, I think it's gotta be one person that's running the house, and I'm gonna say, honestly, I think Sari is gonna finesse her way to the end, but I don't think she's gonna be next to someone we think. Okay. Here's my two: Sari and Corey.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Corey's he's gonna
Yeah.
slide his
He
way
is.
onto
Corey's
the end.
Corey's good.
What
yeah.
about yourself? What do you
Well,
think?
I mean, my heart. I'm gonna give my heart.
Yeah.
I just want America and Corey.
I like
Okay.
America.
That's who I was going to say. America and Corey.
Really?
Yeah, that's
dude,
who I was going to say.
Yeah.
I would like it, but my duo of America and Corey, they will not make it together to the end. They will get
I
picked.
don't
Someone will
know.
get picked off.
But
Someone
they're
will get picked
so
off.
smart.
I know
Yeah.
sometimes Jared gets on our nerves, but I don't care at that point. I think the coolest thing would be mom and son.
Well,
I mean,
I
that's
mean,
cool.
If
That's
it
cool.
came to Jared and
But-
Sari, I'd be like,
I'd be
this
pissed.
is awesome.
I hate
Brother
Jared.
itself. If that
You
came,
hate him?
I don't like Jared. at all.
then
Oh.
it would be everybody's going to say that it was rigged
Yeah, but
I hate Jared. He's my least favorite person in the house.
because what's her face? What's the other girl's name?
Izzy?
Is he?
Izzy, yeah.
Oh, Izzy.
Izzy's going to blow that up.
Yeah,
soon,
Izzy
I
will
figure.
blow it up. She's
She-
not going to let that
yeah,
go
she's
to
not
the
going
end.
to let that go to the end.
She's going to make
She's
it
the only
come
one
out
that
that
knows
they're
her
mom
mother,
and
son.
son. Yeah. She's
To be
no
honest,
dummy.
Listen, I don't know if they're dumb, but I feel like that's an easy call out because they look the same. Jared
Eh,
looks just like his mom.
Well, they're playing it good.
I don't think
they're
they
playing
look
it
the
real
same.
good.
I do.
They-
As soon as I found that out, I was like, "Oh, that's
yeah,
so
but they're
easy to
playing
tell.
that off.
They are
good. This
playing
is
very
week
good.
Whatever.
Yeah.
How many
I
people's
do,
gone
I
and
do give
nobody
them
knows
props.
it.
I give them props.
Will you guys stop talking over each other and let each other speak?
We're just talking.
We're
Are
just
there
talking.
rules here?
No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Sorry,
There's
Jake.
never
Yeah,
rules
sorry-
in this
sorry,
foursome.
Sorry,
Jake.
Jake.
There's not rules in this
Well,
foursome.
I
bro.
know for us, but like we want everybody to be
hear.
able to hear.
I'm going to try to fix this so you all just talk amongst yourselves.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I think this season's been great. I don't know. I think we got a double eviction has to be coming up soon, and I think one of the massive duos that we don't see coming is going to turn on one another, vote each other
Yeah.
out.
Well, secretly, I do like Cowboy, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Space Cowboy.
Cameron.
It's unfortunate he called it all out, and then he will
Yeah, he'll
be
suffer
the next
for that.
one that goes. It's just life. That's how that works.
Yeah, Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, I mean it is.
You are right. But so for people at home that are listening, watching, if you're not watching, make sure to subscribe to the Juicebox YouTube right now so you can watch.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people that listen, especially our 4% international audience that
Hell
we
yeah.
love, know
Let's go international.
that you guys are now farmers. So
Farmers.
Yes.
let's explain for people that
Yeah.
don't understand why you guys made that move.
Whoa.
Let's kind of explain a little bit on what the thought process
Yeah,
was.
you
Whoa.
got- you
I
got-
kind of would wish you would have given me a little heads up
No,
so my brain
this
could
is,
work.
Heads
this is
up.
not how
Let
that
it rip,
works.
Mom. Go ahead. You go
Jeez.
first.
Let it rip.
Okay, so first of all, oh geez, oh Lord, this is hard to talk about.
it's
I
not
might get
hard.
a little emotional, but no,
Get emotional.
I mean, the whole idea for
Mic
me,
keeps spinning.
anyway. I don't know what your thoughts are. We could be completely different in opinions. I don't know. I personally enjoy the calmness, peacefulness, serenity of not having people right on top of you. You can breathe better. I love the smell of cow shit and hay.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love to be able to wake up in the morning and have my coffee on the front porch and hear a nice little cock-a-doodle-doo and a quack-quack and a moo and whatever other sounds. And it's pitch black there at night and the air is so clear. So why it happened is probably because we were gifted the property from your grandma and grandpa. That's
Shout out.
why it happened. But then your dad says, well, we're not going to just let the property and the acreage just sit there. We're going to put something on it. And that's the best thing you could have ever said. One of those other things that I thought you were crazy. And now I want to be there all the time.
Hell yeah.
I get-
Love it.
Crazy.
And eventually we'll have animals ourselves, cows ourselves. Right now there's somebody leasing property like to put their cows there, which is perfectly fine because we're here. But eventually we're going to have all that, and that's where we're going to live, and we're going to be self-sustainable, not like a homestead, a real homestead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's a lot to be said about a small town too. You know.
Try that in a small town.
Yeah,
Try that
exactly.
in a small town,
It's just it's just a little bit more relaxing when you go places there. That's all. Because
Yeah.
God love wheeling, but everybody knows how wheeling is. You know, clicks, whatever there is, and I don't believe we have clicks there at all.
Yeah, I mean we've always said it. It's no secret. I mean, Wheeling the place itself is great, but
Great place.
most of the people suck.
Yeah, fix our damn
Okay.
sewers, Wheeling.
Okay, since you went there, I'll just say this bluntly. I love Wheeling. I just hate all the people.
You don't hate all the
I'm
people.
sorry.
Yeah.
Look,
Remember, this is a comedy show.
This is for
I'm
fun.
acting like America's watching. Sorry, America.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that I hate
We don't
all the
apologize.
people.
Yeah.
I just hate 70%.
Well, America's not watching. She's in the Big Brother house.
I
Yeah,
know,
that's
you're
right.
You're right. But I do. I like it when I get out of the car on the farm. My whole body has a completely different feeling.
I
to it.
agree.
And waking up in the morning there, it just feels amazing.
Yeah.
And sitting on that porch where there is total silence and total pitch black, I'm like, the beauty of everything there is what life's about.
Yep.
Amen.
Yeah.
I will say that couple things. When me and Angie went down, I think it was last Labor Day.
It was. Yes.
We went down.
You were
we were coming down.
For one night.
Yeah.
We were coming down for one night, and we were going to go home. I think we ended up staying for 3 nights,
Yes,
four
you
four
did.
days, 3
Mhm.
nights. And I will say, and in a positive, this is a positive way of saying this, it was the slowest
Oh yeah. Time
Mhm.
stands still.
slowest 4 days I've had in a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with my fast life now. I look back and I'm like, man,
Slut.
like just slow, like you just wake up and it's just quiet. And me and Angie went down. For those of you listeners, you have a lot of Morgantown listeners in here. Went down to Arden and just did our thing. I felt
Chilled,
like
yeah.
I felt, which I long to feel, very connected to the world.
Well, it's like
Very.
You
like
know?
when I was a kid, I would always say it's like You get everything done you wanted to get done that day, and it's noon. And time
Yeah.
stands still. That's still how it is today when we go.
And we are not lazy, trust
yeah,
me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
We work our butts off, but it just, for whatever reason,
It
then
just-
we have the whole rest of the day.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. There's
shout
only,
out Barber County.
shout
Shout
out
out.
Barber County.
I'm going to have a humble brag. Keep going.
No, go ahead, brag.
Fucking do it.
I was looking up and I was like, is that a bat hanging there?
Well,
but
if it was, I would have
it's-
totally just
no,
shit my
it's
pants.
not, but it looks like one
Yeah.
from
okay,
right here.
'cause
No,
Lord
it's not
have
a bat.
mercy, I think I would die.
You know what I did
Anyway.
yesterday? I
What?
looked up in that light fixture and thought that was a snake up there.
Oh my
It's
god.
just the wires.
Well, yeah, I know it is, but I thought it was a snake. Go ahead,
Okay,
Mom.
back to my humble brag. For all of you Motown people, party animals that went to Party Rock, it is right down our road.
It's true.
It is literally, I think it takes you approximately, because of the back roads, approximately, what do you think, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Or so?
From you?
From my
Less
house.
than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's 12 minutes. Maybe that's what it was. But it is like just a few miles down the road. 10 miles, 8 miles, something
And if
like
somebody
that.
would fly you in there and drop you off, you would have no idea where you was at.
No.
Right.
Never
I mean,
seen anything
yeah.
like it in my life.
I've never been there.
My
I'm
mother,
shocked.
my mother was born and
taking you
raised
there
there,
next
and
time.
she never seen it until last week.
Yeah. And I want to say something. Sorry, Jake.
I wasn't going to say anything, so
You-
you
I-
can say whatever you want.
You said, and then I started talking. So, I will say this: you don't, and I'm not trying to get too deep here, but I do that sometimes, so it's okay. You do not, being in West Virginia, you don't appreciate the beauty that we actually have here.
Definitely.
Amen.
Like going down, me and Angie driving down to Arden when we went there, and we're in the river. It's fall time, trees, rocks, beautiful water. I'm just like, this is what God intended life to
Oh
be.
yeah.
absolutely.
We're like
Yes,
on the
definitely.
like just like I feel like I'm in Yellowstone or something.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like we get so caught up in all the fucking bullshit of everything with our phones, TVs, cities, all this shit. We were meant to be in our natural how we came into the earth.
In today's
you know?
era of
Sir,
people,
yes,
everybody
sir.
would panic because there's no cell service.
Yeah.
And most
So-
of that part, there's no
so
cell
you
service,
are-
yes.
Just there with who you're with, and that's it. You can enjoy everybody that you're with. You don't have to deal with Facebook or whatever you kids are on. But
It's not just kids.
well,
No,
yeah,
it isn't.
It's not
you're
just
you're
kids.
right
Yeah,
there,
you're right.
little shithead.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just kids, but that's true. Like you have to have genuine conversations.
Yeah, you got to
because
have
you lose
conversation
cell
with somebody.
service in most
Can't
of
be
the area.
Instagramming it and
No,
all that stuff.
No.
Yeah,
So-
I there's just like there's two places when I go down there and then when I'm at a beach.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
I don't it's just it's something about maybe a constant breeze or like a calmness in the air, or maybe it's just you're more connected with nature that does naturally calm you down.
Mhm.
It's a mind cleanse.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's that's what it always fascinates me because I don't know, like you think differently in places like that.
Yeah.
Like things that once might have been stressful at one point, just once you see what's out there, it just doesn't matter.
Well, and speaking of what's out there, and that's a very good way to put it, because that's true. I mean, this is crazy to even say it, but you saying those words made me think of this. So we go there, and then down the road, I'm gonna say over yonder, because that's gonna
Down
be-
yonder.
down
Yonder.
yonder, over the hill on the next. No, I'm not gonna do
Cheeky
that.
little bugger.
Yeah, exactly. But
Hang
there
left.
is a schoolhouse where we've always had our Christmas parties. I'm getting away from the mic. Let me get back. And it's where Gaga went to school, not Lady Gaga, Grandma Jerry's mom, we call Gaga. So it's where Gaga went to school. And so we've had our Christmas parties there for years. And anyway, we could walk to it, but we don't. We drive to it, but from our house there. But you saying that about just being, relaxed and different, just it seems like a Hallmark movie because they'll have breakfasts there for fundraisers at this Tacey schoolhouse. And Jerry and I, your dad and I go, and you have buckwheat pancakes and sausage biscuits and all that stuff, and it's like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Not that they don't
Everybody
do
know-
that here in Wheeling.
Oh, right. I'm sure
Yeah,
they do. The feel's
yeah,
different.
It's a different.
Yeah,
feeling,
yeah. We go there and they just come around, and it's not paper cups. It's real coffee mugs, and you have the little old church lady coming around and filling up our coffee, and I'm like, I feel like I'm in a freaking Hallmark movie right now.
No, definitely. And we talked about this a couple episodes ago where we were talking about when finally is someone, whether it's a prominent person or a politician or a corporation, when are they going to come out and start educating people on how bad the internet and social media can be for them?
Oh,
But
I pray for that.
yeah.
there are, I have seen over these past few weeks, there are commercials now where
I saw it. We saw that commercial about unplugging.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
yeah. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I think that's why, like, again, cities are great. Nothing against
Sure.
cities. I couldn't fathom living in a massive city where you don't see green ever.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
And always remember, they don't keep producing that.
Right.
Once all that's gone, it's gone, and it'll never come back. You can't keep
Property, land. Yeah.
land.
Yeah.
So it is what it is there.
property's king.
Yes, it is.
Real
Amen
estate's
to
king.
that.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, it's a place I like to go. Where we live, I have contended with trains coming through every night, ambulances and fire trucks coming through every night.
Wheeling.
In Wheeling, yeah. So you go back there and you hear nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
There's
But-
nothing at
Nature.
all.
But on the flip flop, it's great here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Come-
well,
but
I
I'm
love
just
Wheeling.
saying-
I mean, this
I'm
is
just
where
saying.
we raised
Oh,
you.
yeah.
And
so-
and I was thinking about it when I kept saying, "Why am I yawning so much today?"
Yeah,
Because I was just at peace,
well, that's good.
quiet.
Well, especially where you live.
That's what I'm
my
saying.
God, yeah.
That was the point I was trying to make. Not
Yeah.
saying I
mean-
have it rough. I live in a fucking city. No,
Yeah.
but it's like you realize when you go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see,
Like I always talk about. It's so funny. Like I always talk about to Angie, which I honestly I think our long-term goal is no matter we would like to be close to an ocean.
Sure.
mhm,
Like really.
yeah.
She's a beach girl, which is beautiful. She is an actual island girl.
Yeah.
She's a
And
mermaid.
us, we have always been
Well,
that way.
Maxwell Island,
But that's what I'm saying.
Wheeling Island.
No, but really, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like us, we've loved the Outer
Shout
Banks.
out Wheeling Island.
Shout out Wheeling Island.
Shout out all you island rats. Keep going, JT.
Yeah, we've loved the Outer Banks, like, and it's cool. Like she's whatever. But my point was, like, you go somewhere else and you realize, like, how I always talked about to Angie. I'm like, I love little mountain towns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we went to New Hampshire. I'm like, man, this little mountain town is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
I bet a little mountain town in Colorado is awesome, you
Right.
know. And
Sky
then,
high in
Yeah.
Colorado.
and then I'm like,
Jake.
You
But-
need to be
but-
a singer.
but then it's like, I like that because realistically, when you go see other places, that's what I come from.
absolutely.
I come from maybe not a mountain town. I come from a little hill town in West Virginia.
Listen,
so that's why
Jennifer
I'm-
Garner loves
Yeah.
it here. So
Jennifer Garner was just here for
Did you
I
see that?
saw the
Saw
picture.
her.
She was at
yeah.
Wheeling Park or
I
whatever.
wish I was there. I think I might have had a heart attack though.
I would have had a
I
major.
love her.
I would have had a major heart attack.
Oh, I
Let's-
just want to meet her.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
I've never met any real big celebrities. I've met some Barstool people. Me and Jake, we
Mhm.
met some comedians in Pittsburgh at the Brendan Shaw fucking comedy show. I want to know what you guys think. I feel like we're all pretty good talkers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We like to bullshit, whatever. when I see someone that I am like in awe by, like
Matthew McConaughey.
yeah, but not even that big. Just anyone that I'm like, I've seen you on TV or whatever. I absolutely mind blank. Have nothing to say.
Total.
Yeah, that happened once. to
It
me.
happened to Jerry
Hey,
on our
Hey,
honeymoon.
Dad, scoot up a little bit.
On the honeymoon.
Yeah,
I'd
we were
change
on
that.
our honeymoon and we were flying to Bar Harbor, Maine. So we had to change planes a couple times, and we had to change planes in Boston and get on this like little 12-seater thing. And as we're walking through the Boston airport, you guys won't even know who this is, but maybe other people will know who it is. But we see this at the time prominent news person. Her name was Paula Zahn, real tall, blonde. And he died.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to go to the bathroom, and he's like, oh my
We
God.
gotta go.
Oh
we
my
gotta go.
God, there's Paula Zahn. We have to follow her. Well, let's go. Hurry up. And we're like running practically to stalk this poor lady. And she gets in the Pizza Hut line. So what do? We get in the Pizza Hut line directly behind Paula Zahn. Dad's like dying. And she turns around to say hello, and he froze.
I didn't say nothing to her.
He froze. He froze.
I just stood there and looked at her.
He
like,
was like,
"Please."
he was like this.
That is so funny because you're always like, oh, that guy.
Yeah, you
would
know
be-
me. I could talk to
that
anybody.
guy'd be
She
my
turned
best
around and
friend
I
or
thought,
whatever.
What the hell? I didn't say a word.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I think it's just something about watching somebody on a screen. Because, like, for
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
we've known Nick and KB our whole lives.
Right. Yeah.
But then once you go from watching them on the internet
Yeah.
and then you see them again,
Yeah.
it's just like a different
100%.
feeling. Like it's
Okay,
like
maybe for you, because if I see Nick, it's going to
Well,
feel the same.
It is different for
Yeah,
me.
'Cause I'm
everybody
old.
feels the same to me
When-
too.
Like when they came on the podcast,
You guys were starstruck.
bro,
Yeah.
I had. I swear to God, I swear on everything. I don't think I've ever been that nervous in my entire life.
Oh, you
It's only Nick.
guys. It's
swear,
Nick and KB.
No, and they're
Yeah.
cool as fuck. It's just it's just
I don't think it was because it was Nick and KB though.
Right.
It's what group they're a part
Yeah,
of.
Barstool.
Yeah.
and I swear.
Hey, listen, I'll talk to Dave Portnoy. Have me on, bro. I'll be right there.
Mom got on the mic for what 20 minutes, and she's
yeah.
already
I'm a
already
star.
cocky.
Come on,
Yeah.
Dave.
She's
Let's
already
do a podcast,
cocky.
Dave.
Hey, yeah. I mean, Dave's running the ship again. It's back to the pirate ship. They're cutting people. I mean, you got to run a business
Yeah, you
now.
gotta run a
Sure
business.
You,
You
do.
know what I mean? They went, and what's great about that is you need some kind of mainstream media that's not PC,
Yeah,
not
you do.
politically correct.
You do.
You know, and
I'm
that's
so tired of political.
well, it's
correct.
funny. So shout out our boy Pat McAfee. He finally made his big debut on ESPN, and one of the things that they were gonna try to do is not say fuck,
Oh, that's hard.
and they did it in the
Yeah.
first day.
That's difficult.
because it's funny. They have a caution thing before the show comes on,
Mhm.
and it basically says like, hey, this is supposed to be comedic factor, but we're going to cuss because that's how people talk in real life.
Well,
Well, it's,
I'm going to let you
yeah.
finish that. I have a thought. Go
I'm
on.
finished.
Well, when you say the word fuck, it's just doesn't shock probably anybody under 40. But when you get to the old
Right.
the old people still, when you say it, they're like, oh, you know.
Yeah, but when are we going to fucking pretend that old people
Well,
didn't act
yeah.
the way
Well,
that we
well,
did
yeah.
today?
And
They
I
did.
am saying only certain old people
Here's the
because
difference.
anybody across the pond over in Europe over there, fuck is their normal
Hey,
thing.
yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
we're-
lay it
I
all out there.
guarantee you Queen Elizabeth said fuck.
I'll lay it all out
I mean,
there.
that's how they talk.
I'll lay it all out there for
I
you.
don't know why
So-
people here got
So
act
here's
that
the
way.
here's the thing, and it could, life is just so beautiful and full circle all the time. Because me and Mom were talking about this earlier. So yes, we love to say fuck. It's a good time. Like that's just how we talk, right?
Yeah.
How the people we are talking about talk is complaining about everything.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That is how old people say fuck.
Yeah.
They want to bitch
all
about
they do
everything.
is complain
Yeah.
They want to talk shit on everything.
on
That is how they say
everything.
fuck.
Yeah.
Is It's
We'll
fine.
watch it.
You'll have that. You'll
You'll
have
have
that on
that.
these big jobs.
You'll have that.
You'll
on
have
these
that
big
on these big
jobs.
jobs.
Big
But
jobs.
old people,
This is a big
Make
the
sure
job.
that
way
didn't
that
pull
we
out.
say fuck and shit and piss and cocksucker motherfucker
Oh yeah.
is the same way old people bitch about everything. I just think that is how they talk, and
Good.
this
How
is
they
how we
express
talk.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yes, we express ours.
I do.
Well, listen, we have a
I-
big age gap. Well,
Not
Not really.
medium age gap.
Not really.
Thank God we had kids when we were
Yeah.
young, huh?
Yeah.
That's
but
a subtle shot at me.
Yeah.
no,
whatever.
baby, it's
Jake, it's a
no,
shot
no,
at
no,
me
no,
too.
no,
It's
no,
a
no,
shot
no.
at me too.
No,
Yeah.
see, you're misunderstanding. Life is different now, and
No, I'm
I'm
kidding.
well
That's
aware
what
of that.
That's
I'm
it.
just saying that Jake, I am so proud and honored that I got to grow up with you.
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
first
cool.
of all,
You too, JT.
talking
but-
about
Same
proud.
yeah.
How proud are we of you guys that created this
Oh my gosh.
podcast
Oh,
from not knowing anything,
Mm,
buying your own stuff,
mm-hmm.
doing it all yourself, not having to get sponsors and free gifts
Right.
from people. There's a lot to be said about doing it yourself.
Making something
Making
on your
yourself,
own.
buying,
Yeah.
not knowing what mics to buy, what wires to
Mhm.
get, all that shit. Well,
Right.
it comes easy to some people when
Yeah.
it's all given to them.
Right.
Right.
So
Right.
A lot
shout
of people
out to
around
you
here
guys.
I'm
have had
proud
a
of
lot
you.
of things given to them.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of
A
people
lot.
have a lot of things given,
Yeah.
but you guys, which I'm going to sound like a mom, but because I am so proud, and you'll probably back me up on everything.
Oh, I back you up on everything.
I
honey.
know, thank you for
Uh-huh.
that.
Good
I love you
husband.
so
Yeah,
much.
it'll be
I
32
love you.
years of backing up.
I know,
but
I love you, I
beside
love
that,
you, I
okay.
love you. So I'm just gonna say to both of you, since we're on here, this is a comedy podcast, but sometimes you got to get a little bit serious.
Mom,
We'll throw some
don't
comedy
don't
in, too.
justify anything you gotta say.
I am so proud. Well, first of all, I'm honored to be your mom.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
thank you for that.
I'm honored to be on the pod.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm so grateful to be here. But I am so proud of you two because whether this has to do with me and Dad, and maybe some of it does, maybe some of it has to do with your schooling, maybe some of it has to do with the people that you've been surrounded by. I'm going to take most of the credit, though. Me and Dad should take most of the credit is what I meant. But you two are the most honest, giving, if you see an old lady coming out of somewhere, you will stop and hold a door open. If you see somebody pulling up with groceries that need unloaded at the house, you both stop what you're doing. You do not have to be asked.
Unless
to do
I
it.
have to poop.
Well, unless you have to poop, because that's always was your excuse at
Yeah.
times when you were growing up. Like you both are just great young men, except for
Thank
the
you.
pooping part.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to poop.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, so that was Jake's thing growing up. I guess it took him a little while longer to learn that every time I would come home from Kroger, miraculously when he was a youngin', now he doesn't do this now as an adult, but as a youngin', all of a sudden he had to poop, and he
Well,
would sit on the toilet
it-
for like a half hour so that he didn't have to carry anything.
It's-
The rest of us all carried
It's a
it.
classic that Jake bought a house in the
Yeah.
neighborhood that always has sewer problems. So because every time
the
we
poop
went on
boy.
vacation, we had to call housekeeping to unclog the sewers or
Unclog
the toilet.
toilet from his poop.
So this house, Jake, fits you perfect.
Yeah, it
That's
was
right.
meant to be.
And some people might look at that as a negative. I look at
Mhm.
it as a challenge.
Yeah.
It's like wherever I go, I had the shit. Remember we had to bring
Yeah.
the snake in at Disney World.
Oh, I
It was like-
know.
We were
Oh,
there
yeah.
at
Yeah,
the
who
beach.
goes to Disney World?
He plugs
You
the
check
toilet up.
into your Disney place. I don't remember which one it was called at the time, but you check in and he immediately plugs the toilet,
Yeah.
and we had to call maintenance to come
Yeah.
bring a snake
Yeah.
down.
Fuck
to plug
with
the
me,
toilet.
dog.
Jake, you couldn't have got a better house
Yeah,
I know.
in a better neighborhood.
Yeah,
That
I
has
think we
shit
should just
problems.
call you shit break.
you
Yeah,
can.
shit
I
break.
mean, especially living in a city where the good idea is to block all the sewage drains,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
all the water
Yeah,
comes
did
in
we
my
know what
basement.
that's all about yet? I don't know what those
Well,
bags
I think
are.
it was just
What
might
is
have
that?
been working on
Well,
something.
no, I just went down National Road
Is it still
today.
there? All
yeah,
this stuff there still
yeah,
in there?
literally today
Yeah.
I was on there.
Well,
so.
I don't want to take
I don't-
away from Mom complimenting me and Jake.
Okay, so
You can
here-
you can
okay.
continue to
So
compliment us.
I
Yeah,
love
compliment
to
him, buddy.
compliment you because I'm very, very proud. I'm so we taught you kids always to put other people first. I know we taught you that. I'm not going to get into what we would say, but we would always make sure of that. And you guys do. You put everyone else first. I kind of wish you'd be a little bit selfish and think of yourself a little bit more. So I think we're going to start a new thing, and you're going to think of yourself.
I mean, I definitely
Don't forgive me though.
No.
I won't.
No, when I'm saying like you always have to put me first.
Yeah.
I'm the mom.
Yeah.
I remember I pushed you out.
Yeah.
So-
No, I mean we definitely are at times are more giving than being more selfish, but I also just think that creates a happier life.
It does, baby.
You
It
know,
does, yes.
like when you're more cognizant of your surroundings, people around you, and you know, at times like sometimes inwardly you might be having a bad day, but to
Mhm.
make yourself feel good is by being nice and kind to other people.
Yeah, when you like say,
Well,
"Oh,
again-
Mom, I bought you Chick-fil-A. I'll bring
Yeah.
it over," and I'm like,
Again,
"What?"
we know how Wheeling is.
What?
Wheeling's good. People still talk to people, but JT has to go through all that in Atlanta, where there's hundreds of thousands of people, and I don't know how it is, but I don't think you say hello, hi,
Well,
Jim,
no, dude,
constantly when you
Dad,
are
you
in
know
one
what?
of those places.
That it's crazy you say that because I was literally thinking about this today. So I woke up, I walked the however many mile loop it is, 3 mile loop.
It is, yes.
I don't know any of these fucking people I'm seeing.
No,
Everyone looks at me in the eyes and say, "Good morning, how are you?"
Mhm.
You do
Aw.
not have that.
no, I bet you.
Which
Not in this
that
city.
has been probably the biggest, and I talked to you about this today.
Yes, you did.
The biggest adjustment for me is,
don't.
and-
Yeah,
well, not even that. It's just, and it's nobody's fault. It's just I think what your
Society's fault,
environment is like.
exactly.
People are all about themselves
That's it.
in a big city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But then
think
again, some people again are afraid to make eye contact and say,
Yeah.
Well, because
hello to
people are on, and I get it. Like you're on guard. Like in a
Yeah.
city, you don't know what the fuck someone could like
Yeah.
whatever. Like
and that's the biggest difference between small towns
It
and,
i-
and
it-
big cities. Small,
Shout out Jason Aldean, huh?
Yeah,
Shout
shout out
out.
Jason
Shout out
Aldean.
my
Yeah.
shirt.
Shout
Yeah.
out. But yeah, it's small towns.
Shout out G-Dub.
Small
For buying the
towns
shirt.
are more community, and cities are more fend for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that is probably anywhere in the world.
Yeah, and then you go. It's funny how it is because you go
even
from
in
where
China.
where JT is in Atlanta. We're in Wheeling. I've been here a long time. I know a lot of people, but I don't know everybody. But then you go to a smaller town that we go to every weekend, and everybody that you see is hi Jim, hi Bob, hi Mary. It's just how I guess the world is.
And
I
they
guess.
just show up at our house.
Yeah.
yeah.
They just show up. We're mowing grass. We're all sweaty and
You
disgusting.
got the Sanka out.
And I
Sanka.
should have Sanka, but
Sanka.
usually it's a cooler beer.
Yeah, Miller Lite.
But
them farmers will
they
drink, boy.
show up in the evenings after everybody's worked real
No,
hard.
I'm ready for bed. And they show
Sweating,
up.
and they're showing up, and they just want to BS and have a drink and laugh and giggle. And that is, I love it.
mm-hmm.
Love
Yeah.
that part.
So-
Nobody's comparing notes.
Yeah, nobody's
saying, "Oh, what kind of car do you drive?"
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Listen, you guys bring up not even on purpose like the best points.
I mean, I'm being honest. Yeah,
Because
I'm being
I-
1,000%
listen.
honest right now.
The biggest, not one of, I would say the biggest thief of all happiness is comparison.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
our society with our phones, social media, all this shit, people
Mhm.
have this thing where they're trying to compare what
They're
they
trying
got
to
going
compete.
on to someone else.
Oh,
And
Mary
that is
went
where
to Hawaii.
you will
I better
never-
book a trip to Ireland.
Yeah, you will
Mary's
never
probably
be
getting beat in the background.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
Fucking
Tell 'em
Mary.
how you feel.
Holy
everybody
shit.
fakes
Free
everything.
Mary.
It's all fake. All that stuff is fake. I'm
Well, there's
guilty.
probably
I'm
a
on
little truth
Facebook.
in some
I
of
don't
it,
fake
but-
any of it. I'm saying I'm
Yeah.
on.
But
There
yeah,
might be a little truth, but it is comparison
Yeah.
stuff. It is.
Social media is a highlight reel.
Yes.
People
Yeah.
forget it's a positive highlight reel. You don't. Some people put all
Most
their
of it's
business.
probably fake.
Well, some people put all their business out there, and to each their own. But that's what people forget. Social media is a highlight reel. It is not a real life adaptation of how that person lives. It's only the things that they
Mhm.
find prominent and positive that they put on there.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
even put on my positive and prominent.
We're
Yeah,
not
not
talking about you,
Mom.
We're not talking
Not
about
talking
you.
about you.
Jesus.
Not talking about
Sorry,
you.
did I just blow
No,
the
Yeah,
that
machine?
was
it's
great.
broke.
Speaker out.
Now I have to buy a new fucking microphone.
We have.
way
We
to go.
honestly have to start over now.
It's done. We're finished now. It's over. The juice
Jesus.
box is done.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to change the subject. If
I
you're still on
wasn't
the same
okay.
subject.
Well, I was gonna give philosopher JT another.
I would
thing.
like
All right,
that.
hit it,
All right.
philosopher.
So I saw this great thing the other day. It was a great analogy for people. Okay. And I'm gonna butcher this, so don't take it for what it is. You'll have to look it up. So what this late girl was saying, there was this science done, this experiment done to where they injected trees, whatever kind of tree,
Oh,
an oak tree, let's say an oak tree.
Jeez.
okay.
They injected an oak tree with a similar chemical to adrenaline,
Oh.
which keeps them on, right?
Mhm, Yeah.
Keeps them on at all times. Like no fall time.
Okay.
They're just on, ready to go. They died. The trees completely died after a year. And the girl
Unbelievable.
said, that's a great comparison to humans. People think they need to be on all the time,
You're right.
which is so unrealistic. You have to go through your seasons of wintering, your bad seasons, right? That's life. To become, you got to go through your wintering time to be your
Peaks and valleys.
springtime,
Yeah.
right?
Peaks and
And
valleys.
I just, that is such a real. I thought it was incredible. It touched my heart when I saw that.
You have to sit in silence and
You
just
do.
be with yourself.
You do. And it's more than that though too. Like you gotta go through your bad times.
Well, that's how you learn
But see, that's why people say
and grow.
people say, "Oh, I hate winter. Oh, I hate the snow. Oh, I hate this." I don't think it has anything to do with the outside factor of the weather that's
Whoa.
going on. It has to do with
Whoa.
people don't know how to live with themselves.
Right.
Because when you
Exactly.
put yourself around people, you're temporarily removing the aspect of you have to come to terms with your thoughts and who you are, because you're projecting energy towards people in a group setting, which is good. I'm not saying that's bad, but I think that's why people don't like. Now, again, I know there's such things as seasonal depression and stuff like that for sure.
Mhm.
But I also think that's the biggest difference between seasons is people don't like those cold seasons, because cold seasons more, you pretty much stay home.
Yeah.
You're in your house. Yeah, you go out and do stuff, but most of the time you're by yourself. And I think a lot of people today don't know how to live with themselves.
Yeah.
And for me, that's why I think the pandemic was one of the best things that's ever
Oh, yeah, I
happened
was
to
just
me.
gonna
Yes,
say that, yeah.
yes.
Bruh, yes. Let's
Yes.
get into it.
How, I mean, I
Let's
know
get
it was
into it.
terrible
Yes,
and all that
yes.
stuff, but think about how much fun we had.
Yeah, I know.
We had.
Yeah.
Everything was closed, so we had to
We
make
made our
own
own
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
So we would
s-
have
we always do
fires
make our
every
own fun.
night. We sat and drank and bullshit. That reminds me of like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I was a kid growing up, every neighbor, they came out, you talked on your porch, you was in the yard, just having
Mm-hmm.
that type of fun. And you didn't worry about somebody that lives 3 states over, bought a new Mercedes and that kind of
Exactly.
stuff. We was just all having fun in our
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Sat in the garage, drinking beer, smoking cigars, and
Yeah.
we even initially.
And cigs, dude.
Well,
We
and
was
cigs,
ripping
that's
darts.
right? But we actually
Shout out
started
Sith, ripping darts.
ripping darts. We actually started out, if you remember, sitting 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
We would say 6
Yeah.
feet apart.
Remember, we went to Thanksgiving and Gaga made us all wear masks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shields
No,
and
yeah.
masks.
I feel like that.
Not
Yeah.
masks, shields.
Shields. We had shields.
We were Darth
Yeah.
Vader.
I feel like that
in
was-
this bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, and I literally said this to you yesterday or whatever day that we've had, me and Angie, all of us, we've gone and done we've seen awesome places.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of
Oh,
cool
yeah.
things. I swear to God, I will swear to this forever. And people may like think this is weird. The COVID times were some of the best times of my
I
life.
could
Oh
not
my
agree more.
gosh, I
Some of
totally
the
agree.
best times of my life because we all thought, "Fuck, next year we
We
all
could
may
be
be
dead.
dead."
Yeah.
Nobody knew what the
So
hell
we
was
were
happening.
just
Living
living
life.
life, just
Mhm.
listening to music,
Mhm.
and just drinking together and really feeling it all, you know?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
not just doing it. It was more of like we're going to take each day for what it was. And that was a little bit of a similar situation. It was everything was slow. Like the
Yes.
days were slow.
Yes, it was.
Like and I stole cases of beer
yeah.
from dad.
Well, that's
Shout
what I
out
was just-
Jimmy. Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
tell the
cases of
story.
beer.
Yeah.
and I'm sitting in my chair.
We had
you know, and
22 cases of beer in our basement
I
delivered.
told your mom. I said, I think I hear the garage door going up. So I jump up out of the chair, which is achievement in itself. But
It's a
I-
production.
Yeah,
Look
we
out
got
the
chairs.
window.
Fuck off.
I
dog.
looked out the window, and there's JT running across the field there, carrying a case of beer that he stole out of my stash that I had.
So
But I tell everybody that story because that's a good story.
it is a great
Yeah.
story. And if you don't know, I mean, there's going to be people that listen that don't know this. We have you have international fans.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
4%. Shout out
cares?
Sweden.
Who cares if they don't know? We're Nixons. We tell the same story
Oh.
85
no.
times.
What I was going to say is the reason why that could happen is because Jake's house is next to our house, but there is a big field in between the houses.
Yeah.
So when the pandemic first started, we all know that it's like March 13th was the date of craziness.
that was the day.
I remember that day. We
I
went
was
to
in
the
Dallas
DMV.
Yeah.
We went to the DMV.
I remember my day vividly.
We went to the DM. Oh no, we didn't.
That- the
yeah, we
thir-
did.
I thought the 13th was the day that I got the email, the international email from my company that said that we had to work.
Yeah.
From
Well,
home.
yeah.
Well, you probably did.
But also, shout out Tiggy Nation.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'll
miss
never
Tiggy
forget.
Nation.
He's a
Yeah.
sweet pea.
He comes back from his gaming thing in Minnesota. Do you remember this? And we're sitting here in January, and he is fucking ripping people apart on planes that were wearing masks in the airport.
Well,
Yeah.
I would have been too.
Yeah.
In a
Since
funny
it
way.
was a new thing.
And if
yeah.
he's like,
yeah.
what are you wearing masks for?
Yeah.
And I remember me and Brady, we were driving down to Jacksonville. This was the bachelor
Uh-huh, yeah,
parties.
yeah,
This
yeah.
was the whole week. And we were cruising down, and all of a sudden, basketball games started getting canceled.
Yeah.
And we're like, what? What's
Yeah.
going on? And then WVU got canceled. We pulled into a rest area in South Carolina. I think we were in my truck, or it might have been I think it was my truck maybe. And we sat there. We didn't get out. We were silent, and we looked at each other at the same time, and we were like, is this a bad idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know.
It was a bad idea.
It was a bad
It was a
idea.
bad idea.
We didn't know what was going on. And then like I don't know. Like I hate to be the guy that sits here and goes, I think the Pandy was good for a lot of people.
Mhm.
Rest in peace to the people that you don't want people to die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
You know?
you don't want
Yeah.
anyone.
You don't want
to
anybody
die.
to die. But
Yeah.
also I think you had two choices during the pandemic. You either had a self-reflection choice
Mhm.
or you had a panic choice.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that we decided as a unit
Yes, we did.
to self-reflect, have fun, and realize how quick life can change on a dime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And instead of worrying about it,
Right.
we're ripping fucking darts.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my
Speaking of
gosh, there were
fun-
so many darts ripped in my basement.
Cigs
The
are
whole
nice.
house filled up
Speaking
with
of
smoke.
fun,
Cigs are
how
nice.
fun was it? The wedding on the weekend.
Oh.
Us dancing like we were a bunch of idiots, and like we was in our own world.
Yeah.
Shout out Johnny, but yeah, it was.
well, and Devin.
and Devin, yeah.
Yeah, she's all right.
Well, listen.
What a
I'm
great time.
going to lay it all out there for our listeners. Listen, everyone has a great time,
Yeah.
okay? But listen, I swear to God on this, I'll go to my grave on this. I don't care.
Oh my gosh.
Once the Nixons hit the dance floor, everyone comes
Well-
out to the dance floor.
Well, they knew
Nope.
if those people can look like idiots.
Yeah, I'm not
Then
holding back. We We did the damn thing,
Oh,
and
I love
everyone
our
came
family.
and
That was
grinded
great.
with us, and it was a great
What a
time.
great
It was
time.
Shout out
so
John.
fun.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Shout out
wedding.
John and Devin. It was fabulous.
yeah,
Yeah.
great time.
It was a really
shout
great
out.
time.
Yeah, what I know I always hand up. I know when I'm wrong. I always bitch and complain about I got this going on, I got that going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I do that. Fuck you. So do you. and you know, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, this, that. But those types of weekends,
Yeah.
the older I get, I was
It means more to you.
Sauna
Yeah.
Chronicles. I
Yeah.
was talking
Yeah.
about this with an old man with his
Yeah.
dick out right by my head, and I was just like in the sauna,
Oh,
and I was just
sauna.
like,
Oh.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
The
what?
hell
And I was
You
going
had
just
a
on?
like-
dick by your head?
What kind
Listen.
of bars are you going
Yeah,
to?
where the hell were you?
grinder.
Oh my!
And I was just like, those moments, the older you get, the more you cherish, because
Yeah.
when you have your tight knit group of friends, but the older you get, it's just natural separation, and it's not because
Yeah.
anything happens.
Sure.
It's just because life.
Yep.
And that's why those type of weekends,
And you'll
I
Yeah.
love and I cherish those, because
Yeah.
how many times in my life going forward are we going to have opportunities where everybody stays in one house,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a cabin?
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Sure.
Like those, the older you get, rarely do those kind of events happen.
Mhm.
And it was just cool to
Mhm.
have everybody under one roof.
Yeah.
It forces everybody to interact and have fun with one another. No problems. Everybody's just laughing, having a good time, because you realize on Monday you got to get back to
yeah.
work.
And there's
Yeah.
there's
How many
it's
people?
been
oh.
it's been many years since I danced with the people I danced with to Rick Springfield singing Jesse's Girl.
Oh.
Those people, many years of dancing with them from 16 years old and up. So you got to cherish those days, because you don't know.
Yeah.
Like we all learned, you don't know if that's ever going to happen again.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
I texted John on Tuesday yesterday. This is bike week for me. Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, they're gone.
This
want
is
mine?
I don't want it.
I'll take it.
Jake will take it.
This is
Me and Mom will share.
you guys fucking had enough already. Give me some.
Permani's happy hours.
Should I run a Kroger?
You guys, you know,
Are you
it's
meeting?
I'm all right.
it was bike week, and I was like, why
Where
the
at, babe? Was
the
bike-
wellness? I'm riding the
Oh,
bike
like
this
bike-
week,
Oh, I thought you
Bicycle
meant bike
week.
week.
I
No.
thought you meant like a Harley hog.
and I'm like,
I went
why?
back to spring break on
I
bike
was
week,
like,
but go
what?
ahead.
They have
I'm
a
like,
bike week
why
at the
the
wellness center?
fuck are my legs hurting so damn bad right now? Why are they so sore? And I busted out laughing, and I texted John instantly. I was like, dude, my legs are sore from dancing my ass off here.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
It's fun. It's
I
fun
had to
time.
run to
Great
the bathroom
time.
a
Yeah,
couple
great
times.
time.
It was a wonderful
Great
time.
time. Well, every time I get to spend with you boys are a great time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was.
Okay, so I had, I gave you props. We're gonna
Yeah.
go back.
Talk shit.
here we go.
So I gave you props, and then we had to rip on Jake about his poop, which that's been forever, and it'll be still forever. I mean, he is the poop king. But
Go ahead.
okay, so JT doesn't live here anymore. He's in Atlanta, and I got a
You
little.
give Jake everything now because he's
Yeah.
your next door neighbor.
He's
Well,
spoiled.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
Go-
self-sufficient. dude.
God forbid I ask mom for lunch.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he texted yesterday, and
This
he
is
goes,
fun as fuck.
Yeah.
"Will you feed me?" And I said, "Absolutely." So he comes over. Now, mind you, I had just cleaned the kitchen. It was all done. Everything was done. But of course, that's my baby boy. Of course, I'm going to feed him. So, wake up today. I'm doing my normal routine. I get done with all the breakfast, coffee, everything. It's all done. Everything's situated. I clean it all up. I get a text. "I'll be right over." And he comes in, and I'm like, "Listen, I love feeding you. I love having you here. But do you realize you did this to me your whole life?" As soon as I clean the damn kitchen, he says, "Will you make me some food?" He
Can't
hasn't
even-
changed.
Can't even make his own fucking.
Well,
At
you made him all the food. Now me and Jake eat peanut butter and Cool Whip.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all
whatever.
good.
You fuckers.
JT and Mom eat BLTs, and me and Dad are eating peanut butter
Okay,
and crack.
People
Says-
would laugh at a
What
BLT
the
right
fuck?
now.
says Jake, who comes over for dinner last night and eats 3 gallons of chili.
I had to fight for my fucking life. I didn't know when
Listen,
I'd get food
hey,
again.
I'm really propping myself up. That was good
some
ass
good
chili.
was
It was
good
good
chili.
chili.
Really good.
I know how to make chili. Put
It was
me in a
good
chili
chili.
cook-off.
That was
You
good.
do.
Let me win Ohio Valley. Oh yeah, I don't.
There is a
enter,
chili
but
cook-off.
I know,
but
I
we're
don't
never
enter.
here
I
for
just
them
said
yet.
I don't enter. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, I make some badass chili.
It was good. It's
Good.
very, very good.
So when you making cabbage rolls?
I mean, our life is so busy. I have all the ingredients.
Yeah,
They're
that's
just
true.
waiting to be done.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
I laugh. You know, I get to host my little brother again and his wonderful fiance.
Here
and
we go.
the
Here we go.
dogs, and it's a great time here. And you know,
Don't even say shit
we-
about
we-
sleeping in your
we-
bed.
I'm not. We go down there to Atlanta, and you know their house is very nice and clean and spotless. And this house is a fucking hurricane. It looks like 3 hurricanes hit. There's underwear on the floor. There's dog food in every single angle. And now all I'm thinking
Gotta
about
love it.
is I'm inwardly panicking because I have OCD. My house is always very clean when JT's not here.
Yeah.
And now it fucking looks like World War III happened.
Well, don't
in the
worry,
house.
JT, because I'm sure Mom will come over and help you.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course I will.
Mom will come do the dishes
Yeah.
and run the
Yes.
sweeper.
Listen,
I put a freaking hot dog bun. Okay. It's giving Teddy and Hazel allergy pills today. They're organic, first of all, for all you freaks out there. I'm not giving my dogs fucking drugs, okay? And I took one of Jake's hamburger buns.
Which I didn't care. I asked what it
And
was
I
doing,
put-
on the fucking table
how
on
about-
top
hey,
of a bottle.
Hey, pal. Hey, pal.
Hey, pal.
How about you let me tell the story?
Yeah.
So I give a piece of the hamburger bun and shove the pill in a piece. So I give them a piece of dog bun and hot dog bun, and they eat the pill. So I'm like, okay, I'll save this for tomorrow when
Oh
I give
yeah,
them
I would
the
have
pills.
done the same thing.
And I sit it on the bottle of medicine. Jake comes in, he's like, what's this hot dog bun doing on this?
I didn't say it like that.
He said, hey, what's
I
this
didn't
hot dog
say it
bun on the
like
counter?
that. I
What's-
didn't
hey,
say it
hey,
like
I
that.
can see
What's
him
this
and I
hot
can
dog
hear him.
bun on
Yeah.
the fucking counter, you
Yeah.
fucking asshole?
I did
Clean
not
it up.
say that. I simply asked.
Jake woke me up at 7 in the morning and said, JT, go get the fucking garbage cans.
No,
from
I
outside."
didn't. I said I'm gonna go get the garbage cans, and you go, I'll go get them. That's gonna be my one contribution for the week. And you fucking forgot the lid,
you guys are
douchebag.
great.
The lid was laying out there in front of your
You
car.
guys are great.
What's the hot dog bun doing on the counter?
First of all, it's a hamburger bun. If you're gonna tell a story, tell it right. Okay? Come correct.
Yeah, they are shaped different.
You know what I'm doing right now?
What?
Drinking.
Gaslighting Jake.
Yeah,
Gaslighting,
you
Jake?
are. You are. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, we had a
Hey,
lesson in gaslighting.
Hey, we had a lesson, but we were in the Gaslight District, remember? San Diego.
Diego.
Yeah, that was a pretty
That's
cool
right.
place.
It was called the gaslight. Wonder why they call it that.
I don't know.
Why don't
I
you
think
talk in
it's
the
all
mic?
because they had gaslights.
Wonder why they
maybe.
call
I
it
don't
that.
know.
I don't remember.
Who knows?
Yeah.
yeah, who knows? But yeah,
Who
no,
knows?
I will say this week's been great. I
been a
love
great
weeks
week.
when we're all together. And I asked JT walking across earlier. I was like, so you know, what's your thoughts? You gonna stay down there forever? And he's like, I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna stay there. And all I told him was, as long as you're on the East Coast,
Yeah.
we're good.
We're not going anywhere else.
JT, it's an honor having you back.
I'm glad to be back.
Can't wait till you leave. Hazel and Teddy.
We're all- yeah.
Hazel, Hazel and Teddy, I love you both so much. Make sure to listen to Hits and Picks. Comes out every Friday. Don't know if you've been paying attention, but the unit as a whole is above 50% gambling. That's a lot of money that you could be making, and not to fucking brag, I'm 15-5 right now.
Whoa.
And I'm leading the goddamn pack. Not you, Melvin, you fat fuck. Go eat some flaming hot Cheetos and complain and bitch and moan about stupid shit, Melvin, you piece of shit.
I love
Follow me on
Melvin.
Instagram at Juice Fisherman, and I appreciate you all being here.
Thank
And
you
then
very much.
Let them do their
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I was going to say.
Okay. Go on. Say your goodbyes.
I did. I said thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, so thank you for having us. Huh? Yeah. Thank you for having us. my lovely children.
This was a lot of fun.
It was a great fun. And for all of you out there who might need to hire somebody, I'm looking for a job. I think I have a great radio voice.
Honestly, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think I would be.
Shout out Permani's Happy Hour.
Oh, yeah. Permani's happy hour always helps. But thanks for having us. I appreciate it. You guys are the best.
This was a lot of fun. Shout out Mom, Dad. Shout out Jake. Thanks for letting me stay here. Shout out Hazy Poo, and Teddy. Jake, I promise I'll move the half piece hot dog bun. This is a great time. And you guys know where to find me. You can find me on John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. That's John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. I'm on the Juicebox Podcast Twitter. That's at the Juicebox Pod. That's at the Juicebox Pod. Follow us on Facebook, the Juicebox Podcast. We are not the Diabetes Juicebox Podcast.
And me, Son, where is the bug?
Bye-bye.